Alright, this may turn into a couple videos, but I'm showing you how to access STAR in order to also access the skills that students need in your classes in both reading and mathematics. So in reading and mathematics, the process is the same. So the first thing I'm going to have you do is go to this website, and I will email you my password, my username and password in a separate email. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on I'm a teacher or an administrator, and you will type in my username and password, which, like I said, I'll give you in an email. And then you're going to log in. So now this is the page you should see right when you log in. And if you notice, we have Star Reading, Star Math. Star Reading, Star Math. We're going to just look at Star Reading just for the heck of it, but Star Math will follow the same process as Star Reading. It just has different breakdowns for mathematical purposes instead of literature and literacy and vocabulary and all that information that's under reading. So if we go under reading, the place we need to go to is reports. So you click on reports. There are two reports that teachers in particular should be using. One of them is instructional planning class by class. The other one is instructional planning by student. So each one gives you slightly different results. So for example, if you want to do instructional planning by a student, it'll give you each individual student in your class, what each individual student needs to work on. If you do less instructional planning by class, you can group students into different groups and find out where those groups are lacking and what skills they need, or you can look at it as an entire class. So for this purpose, we're going to look at instructional planning by class. So I'm going to click on that. Now, given that you're going to have administrator access, you will not see everything. A teacher will not see all of the teachers and get access that way. The teachers will only see their classes. So, for example, let's look at Miss Abraham. Um, right now you see her class, homeroom, term one. We don't think about that. So these are all of her classes, including the test prep, which was Abraham intervention, and then the possibility of giving her students demo tests and looking at the results later. So let's look at here we go. Let's look at Integrated Science 2. Now, if you notice, Term 3 is not up here yet, and it should be, but I am going to send an email to Steve Torres about getting Term 4 up there so the teachers can work on their current students. Although Term 3 to Term 4, not many students have changed classes. But let's just click on Integrated Science 2 just to give you an idea of how this works. So you're clicking on Miss Abraham. What you're going to put in the testing end date is the end of the last testing window that was conducted. So the last testing window that was conducted was the STAR winter window, which was from January 20th to February 13th. So we're going to put in here the end date of that window, which is February 13th. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to say update. And so now it updates to all of the students. Now, you can do several things here, and this is what I say about grouping students. You can group the entire class into one group and find the skills that everyone needs to work on. Or you can group the higher level kids in one group, and then this group in another, and then this last group in another, and maybe even the kids that have scored it in the 400s, which is like really low, like second and third grade level. And you can set it up like that, which makes it more complicated to work on skills for the whole class. But the teacher is welcome to do that as well. But for this purpose, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the entire class and what they need to work on. So we put them all in one group. So you're going to just click Next. And now you're going to view the report. what it'll set up, it'll show you that everybody's in one group. There's 13 kids. The median score is 648. The range in scores are wide, very wide. In particular for STAR, they list all the names of the students here. And now down below is where you're going to find the skills that everyone needs broken down by grade level. So if we start, let's just start here with sixth grade, right? Normally what I do is I'll print this page out so that I can remember the skills that are needed. So what I'm going to do instead is just write certain things down. So the skills that everyone needs in the class will be marked with these double arrows right here. So you see some for sixth grade, some for seventh grade. You see sixth and seventh grade still down here. The higher level kids will probably be ninth and 10th grade skills that they need to work on. But for now, these are skills that everyone in the class should be working on, regardless of level. So what we're going to do is look at just a couple of these skills so you have an idea of how to access them. So let's just look at this skill first. So it's reading. So what we're looking under is we're going to look under reading and literature, or reading literature, and key ideas and details in sixth grade. So that's kind of what I'm going to be writing down at this time so that I know. Reading, literature, key ideas, sixth grade, determine themes of literary text, and explain how they are conveyed through particular details. So in order to figure out this skill or what it looks like or how to apply it, you need to go up here to Enter Core Progress Learning Progressions. And what you're going to be doing is going under Reading and Literature, Key Ideas and Details, which is the area that we talked about, and you're going to go down to sixth grade because this is pre-K all the way through high school. So we're going to go down to the sixth grade one, and it says, I believe it was determine theme of literary text and explain how they're conveyed through particular details. So we're going to click on that, and this kind of gives the teacher an idea of what does this look like in the classroom. So you have a few options down here. You have some content vocabulary, you have conceptual knowledge, linguistic competencies, ELL support if you have any ELL kids. They also list some prerequisite skills that the students may need prior to doing this skill. But now to look at what this skill looks like, you do View Instructional Resources. When you do this, there's a plethora, my favorite word by the way, a plethora of information under that one skill. So here's the skill, and you can change skills like just clicking on these arrows right here on the side. But we're going to look at determine themes of literary text and explain how they are conveyed through particular details. So you have all of these options here to look at. So for example, this is a performance task. This is the student task. So you just click on it, right? This is what the student would do, and those are the questions the student would answer. And then you also have the teacher version, which would be sort of the answers and how the lesson plan involved behind it and so forth and so on. You can also look at, they also have videos. They have sample questions. So this might be another sample question that might come up that looks similar to the test. And I'm just scrolling back and forth from the reading dashboard, which that's what this is called. And we're going to need to end this video soon. I'm not sure if you're going to need any more information beyond this. If you do, please let me know. Just know that there's so much detail provided here. And there's usually a video of some sort that you can look up, and it'll say right here on the side, OER resource, which is some outside organization. This one in particular doesn't have any videos. but there's some understanding theme. They give you a bunch of different like practices and ideas and things that you can use in the classroom. I hope that's enough. If you need any more information, please let me know.